Hello everyone, myself P.Jithendar, Assistant Professor in Electrical and Electronics Engineering, MLR Institute of Technology. So in today's video lecture, I am going to discuss about the ABCD parameters, or we can also call it as a transmission parameters, right? So in today's session, we are going to discuss about the ABCD parameter, that is explanation about the ABCD parameters, and also we have to discuss about the problems on ABCD parameter. Okay, so first of all, we are going to discuss about the explanation about the ABCD parameter, or we can also call it as a transmission parameter, right? So here in this ABCD parameter, so we are having the two-port network. So here for this two-port network consisting of the linear elements. So here is the two-port network. This is primary side, let us take as 1 1 dash, and this is secondary side, let us take as 2 2 dash, right? So here, so first input voltage or primary voltage I am taking as V1, and the secondary voltage is V2, and also we are having current. So current for the primary side is I1 and secondary side is I2, right? So V1 is the primary voltage, V2 is the secondary voltage, I1 is primary current and I2 is secondary current, right? So here now this 1 1 dash we can call it as a port 1. 1 1 dash we can call it as a port 1, and 2 2 dash we can call it as a port 2. So port 1 and port 2, and here let us take as this is A, this is B, C and D for our reference, right? So here for this ABCD parameters, so we have to write the input voltage and input current equation. For this ABCD parameter, we have to write the input voltage and input current. So here the input voltage, that is V1, the input voltage, that is V1, is equal to A into V2 secondary voltage minus B into I2. Input voltage V1 is equal to A into V2 minus B into I2, and the input current, that is I1, equal to, so that is equal to C into V2 minus D into I2, right? Here is the input voltage and input current of the ABCD parameter equation. So V1 is equal to A into V2 minus B into I2, and I1 is equal to C V2 minus D into I2, right? Now here for this one, so we are having the two cases. So first case, I am taking the case 1. In this case 1, I am taking I2 equal to 0. So I2 is equal to 0 means we have to open circuit the given element. I2 equal to 0 means we have to open circuit the given element. So here I2 equal to 0 means open circuit. Now substitute I2 equal to 0 in these two equations. So we'll get A equal to V1 by V2 when I2 equal to 0, and C equal to I1 by V2 when I2 equal to 0. So we'll get A and C parameter equation when I2 is equal to 0. So I2 equal to 0, A equal to V1 by V2 when I2 equal to 0, and C equal to I1 by V2 when I2 is equal to 0. This is for the case 1. And for the case 2, for the second case, so here I am taking V2 equal to 0. Here voltage is equal to 0 means we have to short circuit the voltage here. So here VT equal to 0 means we have to short circuit the secondary voltage, that is V2. Now we'll get the remaining two parameters, that is B equal to minus V1 by I2 when V2 equal to 0 and D equal to minus I1 by I2 when V2 equal to 0. So here these are the 4 ABCD parameters: A equal to V1 by V2, B equal to minus V1 by I2, and C equal to I1 by V2, and D equal to minus I1 divided by I2, right? Now these 4 parameters we have to write in a matrix form. So here is the matrix form. So this is A, B, C and D. That is equal to, so now A is V1 by V2 and B is minus V1 by I2 and C is I1 by V2 and D is minus I1 by I2. So these are the ABCD parameters. Now we have to verify if it is a right or wrong. So how we can verify? So for this matrix we have to do the det. That is nothing but AD minus BC. This value is always equal to 1. This value should be equal to 1. Then only the ABCD parameter should be verified. Okay, so this is the explanation about the ABCD parameters, right? So now we are going to discuss the problems on the ABCD parameter. So here this is ABCD. So here now we are having the T network here. So this is primary side and this is the secondary side. So the primary port is 1 1 dash, secondary port is 2 2 dash, right? And voltage, primary voltage is V1, secondary voltage is V2, and the primary current is I1 and the secondary current is I2, right? Now for this problem, so we have to calculate the ABCD parameters, right? So in this case, first we have to write the equation, right? So the equation is V1 is equal to AV2 minus BI2. So here V1 equal to AV2 minus BI2 and I1. So I1 is equal to CV2 minus DI2. So I1 equal to CV2 minus DI2. So here also we have to do the same thing. So case 1. For the first case, I am taking V2 equal to 0. I am taking V2 equal to 0. So V2 equal to 0 means we have to short circuit the secondary voltage. So here the secondary voltage should be short circuited. Then we will get B equal to minus V1 by I2 when V2 equal to 0 and D equal to minus I1 by I2 when V2 equal to 0, right? So here V2 equal to 0 means this V2 should be short circuited. So now draw the circuit here. So here is the circuit. So we have to short circuit the secondary voltage. So that is V2 equal to 0 and here is the I2 and this is I1. So 1 1 dash, voltage is V1 and this is 12 ohm. This is 3 ohm. So all the elements are same only. This is 6 ohm, right? So now find out input voltage first. So here V1 equal to, input voltage is V1. So V1 is equal to I1 into R. So according to Ohm's law, V equal to I into R, where V1 is equal to I1 into R. So now R is nothing but total resistance of the given circuit. So in this case, So this side we need to calculate the total resistance. So we have to start from the opposite side. Means 3 and 6 are connected in parallel. This parallel combination series with 12. Means V1 is equal to I1 into 3 into 6 by 3 plus 6 plus 12. That equal to, so V1 equal to, will get, so here V1 is equal to I1 into, will get 14. So V1 value, right? So V1 is equal to I1 into 14. Now calculate I2 here. So I2 is nothing but what? Current through 3 ohm resistor. So here at 3 ohm resistor, I2 equal to, apply current division rule. So here total current of the circuit is I1 into, so opposite element of 3 ohm is 6 divided by 6 plus 3, that equal to I1 into 6 divided by 9. So now B equal to, now substitute V1 and I2 value in this B parameter. So B equal to minus V1 divided by I2, that equal to, so V1 is I1 into 14 divided by I2 is I1 into 6 divided by 9. So here I1 get cancelled. Now by solving the equation 14 divided by 6 by 9, by solving the equation will get 21.00 value, will get B, right? Similarly, so here is the B value. So B equal to 21. Now we have to calculate the D. So where D equal to, so D equal to minus I1 divided by I2. So already here we are having I2 equal to I1 into 6 by 9. So here D equal to minus I1 by I2, that equal to, if I1 by I2 equal to 9 by 6. So 9 by 6, that is 3 by 2, 1.5. So here D value is 1.5, that is minus 1.5. So that is D value. So now we are having B and now we are having D when V2 value is short circuited. That is case 1. Now the case 2. So here the second case, in second case what we need to do? I2 equal to 0. So if I2 equal to 0 means the secondary current is open circuited. If I2 equal to 0, so if I2 equal to 0 means we'll get A equal to V1 by V2 when I2 equal to 0 and C equal to I1 by V2 when I2 equal to 0, right? Now, so open circuit the 3 ohm element here. So this is V1, I1, here I2 equal to 0 and this is V2 and the elements are 12 and this is 6. So voltage drop at 6 ohm is V2, right? Now we need to calculate first A equal to V1 divided by V2. So find out V1. So V1 is equal to Ohm's law, I1 into, so these two are in series, so 12 plus 6, 18. Similarly, V2 also, so these are series, so in series current is constant. So I1 into 6. Now find out A. So A equal to V1 by V2, that equal to 18 divided by 6, because I1 get cancelled, so that is equal to A is 3. Now we have to find out the C value. So C is nothing but here, from this equation we'll get C. So where C equal to I1 by V2. So C equal to I1 divided by V2, that is equal to 1 by 6. Okay, so these are the ABCD parameters. Now if you can do AD minus BC, will get one value. Okay, here is the calculation part of the ABCD parameters. If it is a current, we have to open circuit. If it is a voltage, we have to short circuit. Okay, so thank you one and all.